Hey, welcome back to the OG Vanlife channel. My name is Ed, and I'm currently living in my van full-time, and his name is OG Sam. OG Sam is a 1995 GMC 2500 Vandora, okay, high top conversion. We are at a new location, okay, and I got here a little late. It's, dark out, and my lightning detection device or warning, well, you've seen it back there, is indicating that there's quite a thunderstorm coming. Yeah, I do have a lightning detection system, okay? And I'm sure most of you have it too, okay? You just got to use your eyes. That's OG's advanced lightning system, is just looking, okay, and hearing the thunder, okay? So, yeah, it's going to thunder and lightning here about an hour or so, and then after that, we're supposed to be getting some really high winds, okay? So, hopefully, and I mean hopefully, everything goes okay. Okay, we're in a new location. I'm not real familiar with the high tide at night. I know that it's getting close to the door here, but not, too close, I hope. Because, I don't want to have to swim out of here. And I'm going to tell you, OG Sam, he swims like an anchor, okay? He can't swim. So I hope I don't have to be the only one leaving. Excuse me. In any case, I'm going to make some dinner, okay? OG style. All right? I've told you before that OG makes everything simple, okay? There is no reason to get all fancy and all that kind of stuff, okay? And that I ain't making anything real special, okay? Because this ain't a cooking show, okay? This is OG Vanlife. And so I'm just going to tell you what I'm going to make, and then I'm going to make it and eat it and stuff, and get back on after I eat it, okay? So tonight, I'm going to make fish and chips. Yeah, right here in the van, okay? Fish and chips, okay? Easy, no problem. I got a whole ocean out there, okay? So, there's all kinds of fish in there. But there's other places that have fish too, okay? It's just not here. There's fish all over the place. You just got to look for it, okay? So tonight, we're going to, like I said, have fish and chips. So first thing we're going to do is the fish is going to be in a can. It's called tuna, okay? And all you do is just open it up and add some mayonnaise to it. Simple. And here's the chips, okay? So in any case, fish and chips tonight. It's going to be delicious, and I can't wait to munch it, okay? Because OG's hungry, okay? It's been a while since I had lunch there with the ferry, okay? What? You don't know what ferry I'm talking about? Well, why don't you subscribe and hit the like button so you don't miss what's going on? Okay? So in any case, yeah, we're here at a new location called Carmen Beach. Okay. Earlier when I was here, or when I got here, I'm about 3-4 miles from the entrance down the beach. Okay. And there's tons and tons of shells all over the place. Probably one of the best beaches within 200-300 miles that has shells everywhere. Okay, all over the beach. I mean, the shells are so thick that you got to wear foot gear. Okay, otherwise you're going to cut your feet like glass. Okay, but there ain't no glass out there. It's just shells, and those shells can be, well, they can cut you just like any place else. And on top of that, all the reviews on this beach on Google Maps says that there's been some kind of flesh-eating virus or something, micro or whatever virus, that you got to watch out for. Well, the weather snapped. Okay. After this storm and that, like I said, it's going to gust up to 30-35 miles an hour wind. And it's going to be probably no warmer than about 74 the rest of the week, and it's going to dip down into the 50s. Yeah. OG is going to have to pull out another blanket probably and sleep with 2 blankets to stay warm, because other than the Sam's heater and that, I don't have any of that. Okay. And now, everything's new, you know what I'm saying? I haven't done anything to the van really, other than some maintenance. So yeah, no heater, but I ain't got to worry about that because I'm an OG. This ain't the first winter I've been in, or the first cold. Shoot, I slept through negative weather and that with no heater. Okay? Yeah, true. You can ask my family. They'll tell you the truth. And I lived in a rent-to-own shed, brand new though, a 32 by 12 for almost 3 years. Okay, straight. Okay, OG, I'm tough as nails. Okay, my shed didn't have running water, didn't have electricity, didn't have heat. Shoot, I didn't even have a toilet. Okay, so yeah, 3 years, no problem. Yeah, cold in the winter and hot in the summer, It had a metal roof, okay, with no insulation. So, in any case, I'm going to get ready to make dinner. And, oh, by the way, okay, a good friend of mine texted me and said that since I'm in this new location, he said it was a cool location from what he's seen on Google Maps. He said, can you please be on the lookout for any kind of autonomous type vehicle, either like a UFO or a submerged one or something like that, right? And get some video, okay? Well, OG, come 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, I'm out. I'm ready for bed, I'm tired. So I probably won't see any of that. But if I happen to, if there happens to be one coming around, and that if I get abducted by a UFO, okay, I can only hope for one thing, okay? Otherwise, OG is going to be ready to fight, okay? Yeah, that's right. I'll fight those aliens. I ain't got no problem with that, okay? It's either do or die, okay? But if I do get abducted and they want to do some kind of experiments, okay, on me, I hope they have a female alien on board. and they want to do some sexual experiments. Hey, I'm all for that, alien woman. Hey, I'll be the first to go through that. Okay? I'm ready. I'm game. Okay? So, in any case, that's what's up. And let me get dinner ready because it ain't getting any nicer out there. And OG's got to get the Sam here ready for rain again. Okay? Shoot. I ought to buy him an extra large umbrella. Okay? So I don't have to go out there and duct tape him every time it rains. Okay? So, yeah, if you know anybody that's selling really big umbrellas, okay, and that old Sam here, he could use one, okay? Put it down in the descriptions, okay? Or not the descriptions, okay? That's my job. Put it in the comments. That's your job, okay? You got something to say? Put it in the comments, all right? I'm gonna read them, okay? I don't care what you got to say, okay? If it's good or bad, bring it on, okay? I'm good for it. Like I told you, you know, I'm a nice guy in that and stuff until you make it different, okay? Until you don't make it me a nice guy. You know, it's like at the ferry, okay? I kept on waving at this guy who operates, you know, the ferry, you know, letting people in and out and all that stuff, operating the lift gate and all that kind of stuff. And I wave at him because that's the way I was taught and grew up. Okay? Be nice. Wave. Or you can do the Texas wave. Okay? I don't know if any of you know what the Texas wave is, except for you guys that are from Texas. Okay? You got your steering wheel, right? And you drive down the road. Instead of taking your hand off the steering wheel and doing this number, you just go. Simple. That's a Texas wave right there. Okay? But, oh, Stinky Pete back there, and I'm telling you, he looks like Stinky Pete from Toy Story. He's not a nice guy. But when I was staying there, sitting there eating lunch and that, I was looking on the ferry there, and I seen a couple of Louisiana state troopers get on and stuff. And oh, Stinky Pete, he's just a waving at the troopers. Just waving at them, you know? Anybody else? What kind of guy is this? I mean, if you don't like your job, then find a better one. Find a different one. Okay? You ain't got to take your dislikes out on the people, right? I mean, come on. Why would you want to do that? So, anyways, I'm done with Stinky Pete. I'm not going back to the ferry. And I'm going to keep going east. Okay? I didn't make it far east this time, but I am farther. Okay? I was running out of groceries, so I had to go almost 40 miles to a grocery store. And baby, let me tell you, that was an expensive store. Okay? For a case of Monsters, mind you, only 4, it was $10. Okay? Yeah, everything's going up, but I can go to Walmart and that and get a case like that, a 4, for $8 now. Okay? Why would I spend an extra $2? That's crazy. Okay? And other things, man, were just outrageous. Okay? $32 steaks. In any case, let me get some dinner. Hopefully, like I said, I don't have to swim out of here because, you know, like I said, or say, OG Sam here, he swims like an anchor. Okay. He can't swim. Okay. This guy's going to drown. Okay. If we get into too much high tide here. High tide? Yeah. In any case, so please subscribe and hit the like button. Okay. And for those family and friends, okay, you better make sure you hit the subscribe button, because when I come back, okay, I'm going to kick somebody's ass if you don't, okay? OG don't play that, and y'all know that, okay? You hit that subscribe button and that so you don't miss anything, because I'm getting tired of sending links when all you got to do is go into the search and type in OG Vanlife, and boom, there I am. So, any case, subscribe and like, and I appreciate you guys, and I hope that you'll join me on the next adventure